and it's, you have to kind of make choices, and sometimes I come away feeling kind of after having so many rich foods, but I do want to enjoy those foods that are fun too. So what tips do you have during this time of year?
So I'm a holistic nutritionist, but most people that are going to watch this are probably going to say that if they see me at a holiday party, I'm the first one to grab brownies at the party. My own husband gently teases me when I choose an indulgence over a healthier option in public because of my profession. And I do it because I know that 90% of my diet, the food I consume, is my lifestyle. And it's making healthier food options so that, I can gladly make some indulgent choices and have zero guilt grabbing that brownie or some cheesecake at the Christmas party. The guilt and the shame that we feel when we go to grab something like that is diet culture. It's not truth. It's the diet culture putting on you shame for buying it, or guilt for even grabbing it when you know better, right? And you're going to need to go on a diet and buy the next diet craze or the next ebook on how to eat paleo and all those things, when we can just get to a place where we can view food as food and nothing else, right? There's no shame, there's no bad choices, we just have food. And we can begin to almost navigate that these are okay food choices and these are better food choices, right? And removing the label and the stigma of bad. It's food, and food is either food or there's better food, and I think that if you can get to a place where you're making relatively healthy choices for the majority of your day, then reaching for an indulgent brownie or cookie is not a big deal, because it's just like, and pardon me, this sounds crass, but you're not going to get fat eating a cookie, just like you're not going to get skinny eating a salad, right? It's just one thing in the big scheme of things. And to be more gentle with ourselves and forgiving, because all of the labeling and the guilt and the shame is diet culture trying to make money off of your guilt and shame. Don't let it, right? You can make healthy choices and you can still indulge, and it's okay. Because I'm the one grabbing the brownie and the cookie, and, and it's okay. And I don't feel bad, because I know that tomorrow I'm going to wake up, I'm going to continue my routine. I'm going to have my health food smoothie or whatever it is, or my oatmeal and fruit and things like that. And I'm going to get right back on my routine, and I'm good. And I can't wait for the next party so I can have my next brownie,
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So what would you say to the tendency to overeat in those situations, eat and just feel very full? How do you overcome that tendency?
That becomes a habit. That becomes more of a focus on routine choices that you're making. And if you know that you tend to indulge more than you want to in those situations, then I would sit back and reevaluate how often you're allowing yourself to enjoy indulgences. Because if you're restricting yourself to only enjoying food because there's a Christmas party or a Thanksgiving or the 4th of July or things like that, then you are in diet culture. You are in restriction and deprivation constantly. And if you can remove yourself from that mentality and say, it's okay to eat some apple pie. It's okay to enjoy a brownie. I don't have to eat the entire pan because I can eat this anytime I want. Right? I think that there's like this notion of like food Armageddon, right? Like Thanksgiving rolled around, it came and went, and we had this, many people feel this way. Like I'm only going to get to enjoy it this one day a year. I'm going to eat everything I possibly can. Right. I only get to enjoy apple pie on Thanksgiving, or I only get to enjoy pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving. I'm going to eat like half the thing. No, you can have pumpkin pie anytime you want. You can make pumpkin pie in March, right? It doesn't really matter. But we have this food Armageddon mentality where it's like, this is the last time I get to do this before next year rolls around. I have to totally indulge. No, you can enjoy foods that you crave whenever you want to. And there shouldn't be this shadow or this cloud of guilt where you're self-judging and condemning yourself by consuming it. It's food. and you're human and you're allowed to eat it. Your body knows what to do with it once you eat it. So if you know, I make healthy choices, I like to eat healthy, I get to enjoy a brownie, then enjoy the brownie. And like I said, wake up the next day and get right back into your normal routine. If you don't have a routine, then you slowly, over the course of a couple of weeks, start to implement one, right? And you get into a mode of habit forming where now you have a healthy breakfast and you eat snacks throughout the day and you have a healthy lunch and go to the Christmas party and enjoy the cheesecake. It shouldn't be such a negative experience to eat, whether it's healthy food or indulgences. It shouldn't be such a negative experience. We should be enjoying food and enjoying how we feel when we eat chocolate. It's all okay. But where we get into trouble is where we have that food Armageddon mentality. I have to eat it all because I'm never going to eat it again, right? Yes. Stop doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. So are there any specific health practices that you especially find important for you this time of year?
Keeping my routine. I wake up and I will have my breakfast every morning. I don't stop that the day of that I know I'm going to be going to some kind of an event or anything just because it's the holidays. There's a lot of things coming up for all of us. There's a lot of office parties and work events and Christmas parties and kids things and all, your neighbors are going to bring you cookies and all those things. And I think I try and avoid having the mentality of, oh, I'm going to eat crap all evening. And why bother trying to eat healthy this morning, right? Might as well just, throw up the whole day already and just, indulge. Keep your routine, and, feel good going into that event. Enjoy the event. It's, the treats in the main meal, and then wake up and start back onto your routine again. That's the best piece of advice, is just to keep consistent. And this time of year is really no different than the rest of the year. Like I said, you just get to that point where the indulgences are shameful and it shouldn't be. So if you know that you can get to a place where 90% of your food choices are healthy, then that other 10% is nothing. It's really not that big of a deal in the big scheme of things. And that way you can enjoy it and have a better relationship with food. This time of year shouldn't be any different than any other time of year, right? If you want to enjoy things now, yes, they might be a little more frequent because of the time of year, but that doesn't mean that, if let's say it's the next 2 Fridays, the next 3 Fridays, you have things going on your calendar and all you see is sugar or, whatever it is that you see eating as being negative to your health, look at it as, oh, that'll be really fun. I get to go and socialize with people and have something really yummy and have some champagne or whatever it might be, and look forward to enjoying it and being part of the experience and socializing and fellowshipping with people and eating food together in community. There's joy in that. And you don't want to overshadow that with shame and guilt, because we know where shame and guilt comes from, and it is certainly not good. So I just say enjoy it and get back on your routine the next day.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for all this. This has been so helpful, and just cutting through all the crud that's out there and making it simple for us and for our kids. So you have some great stuff out there. How can people connect with you?
Easiest couple of ways. You can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is accelerate_your_health. My website is Jen Mayer, CHN, so certified holistic nutritionist.com. I have a blog up. I'm always trying to post up just some information. I'm a why person, so I don't want to tell you what to do. I want to teach you why you could be making the changes. So it's more educational. But I'm on social media, and you can check out the website.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. And it's just, again, been so helpful. So happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. I really appreciate being here. I hope this helps somebody.
Yes. Thank you.